Come on, let's get nuts.
Well, hello, children. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Film Junkee live on your... What is it? Am I already skipping and jumping? Oh, my God. Clear up, clear up, clear up. There we go. We're good. What's happening? It is November 30th. Yeah, that's right. We're going right into December tomorrow. Crazy, all right? Just crazy. Make sure you guys smash that like, thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you know when we're doing this stuff. And if you want to join, become a member. We're going to do a post-show stream. You can pick my brain a little bit right after this. So have fun with that. But follow me on all the sock meds. And yes, share the stream. Do all that. Share. Talk and all that stuff. What is going on? All right, we got Mr. Eric right here. Iger talking about looking over what happened with Florida. Everything is proceeding as I've foreseen. Didn't tell me the next lotto ticket jackpot then. Eric, please. Steph, what's going on? Miss Nighthawk, good to see you as always. All right, got Ryan right here. What's CCXP? Sounds like a video game award. You don't know what CCXP is? Oh boy. Hello, Mama Film Junkie. Good to see you. Mama Film Junkie's in the house. Let's see, who else we got? Jesse. We got Fatty God right here. Yep, and then of course we have Tony Movie Chappie D9 Neil Blomkamp fan. Good to see you. Snyder Bro. Everyone, hope everyone is having a good day today. I hope so too. We got Fear Jason here. All right, we got Zed now. Tet Zed. Okay, Zed again. I'm trying to keep up. All right, we got Miss Cat also right here. Good to see you. Good to see you. And who else we got? We got Jose right here. Cheers to the Aussies, except for Jesse, of course. Oh yeah, that World Cup thing is happening, right? I don't keep track on that stuff. I don't. I used to, but what can you do? Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Rosemary, happy birthday to you. There we go. Thank you. Appreciate it, yes. I know. Lovely voice. It's crazy, right? But happy birthday, Rosemary. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. All right, we got Mr. J.D. McRae right here. All right. Okay, who else we got? I think it's KC here. Thought I saw KC. Where are you at? There you are. What's going on, KC? Good to see you, buddy. All right, we got ahoy hoy, Mr. Jason McKenzie. Good to see you too, my man. All right, cool. We got Hank Dizzy right here. We got Ziggs. What's going on? We got Will John Boy. What do you think of the new Mario Brothers trailer? I loved it. Still not sold on Chris Pratt's voice, though. Surprise. Grace think it will fail. She thinks it'll fail? Freaking Grace, man. I tell you. Freaking Grace. Do I even have her? Oh, yeah. Freaking Grace, I tell you. I liked it. I mean, I was going to do like a reaction if I did a stream last night, but I didn't end up doing it, so I just watched it. It's a really good trailer. Yeah, I know. Chris Pratt's voice is, it's interesting that they chose him. Well, I don't like the fact that they just keep on, sending a huge chunk of the freaking budget over to these actors that don't need to be in these movies. You could just have a regular voice actor, but the movie still looks great though. It does look great. So, all right, yes. What's up, darling? Metallica. I figured, since the new single came out this week, might as well rock the Metallica shirt. I need to get a new one though. It's the only one I got. I need to get another one. Dear Santa. All right. We got, of course, Rhea right here, too. MFer, what is happening? And Patrick, how's it going? And everybody else as well. Good to see you guys, as always. We'll have some fun right now. Oops. Don't click that. All right. We'll have some fun today. We're going to be talking about, obviously James Gunn doing the thing that I'm loving the fact that he's doing. Hey, what's going on? Shamagic is here. That's right. All right. Let's, do that. We got Alex Lobo. We got Shamagic right here. Quickest hands on Instagram. Just saying. You watch the guy's magic tricks. One of these, if I didn't have if I didn't have a day job, in my downtime, I'd probably get a deck of cards and try to do all that. You know, when I was a kid, my grandpa used to show me magic tricks, card tricks, and I just try to learn to be fast with that stuff. And it's funny too, because even YouTube, when I scroll through YouTube Shorts, I'll get like, you know, magic card tricks and everything like that. I'll get like sleight of hand and all that stuff, and I'm like, man, it takes a lot of time. It gets a lot of time. Okay, you got a pen trick. Okay, I'm gonna have to go check that out for sure. All right, guys, as per usual, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, do all that, and hopefully you guys, you know, I didn't have a stream yesterday because, well, I mean, first off, I didn't sleep that well Monday night. It was one of those where, like, I fell right asleep and then woke up and then did one of those. So I was pretty tired yesterday, and then there wasn't much to talk about. So I went, okay, I could take a Tuesday off, you know? There's not anything to talk about, then there's nothing to talk about, so. But anyways, all right, so let's get to it. Let's see what's all happening right here, what happened in the past couple of days when it comes to the tweets. Well, first off, at the Gotham Awards, we got Stephanie, you know, we got all the cast from Everything Everywhere All at Once. They won Best Feature, which is absolutely fantastic. Gotta love that. That movie cleaned house at the Gotham Awards, which is great. I wonder if it's going to get any other awards treatment, though, when it comes to that. I don't know. That's going to be interesting. And then look at this. Ryan Reynolds, well, we got Miss Minutes right here, of course, from Loki. Saying, hey there, Deadpool, love Miss Minutes, and then Ryan Reynolds responds with, hello, Miss Minutes. So I guess we can confirm, I guess it's pretty much a confirmation that Miss Minutes is going to be showing up in Deadpool 3. That's what we're all kind of assuming right here. And then, hey, Grandma. They're back. That 90s show, they showed the first little trailer right here. That's right, Red and Kitty are back. And then, of course, some of the other people, minus one, is going to be showing up, of course, in that 90s show. There could be some cameos from the original cast, so looking forward to that. So they showed their trailer for that 90s show. That should be good. That should be good. And then, yes, guys, I posted a little short last night since I didn't do a stream or I didn't do a show, but I posted a short showing off the two images that Mr. Zack Snyder posted. 2 days more of shooting. Today was the last day of shooting of Rebel Moon, and he posted this, of course, yesterday. And I really want this jacket. I really want that jacket. The jacket is badass. And then, of course, it has the Morty patch right there. You son of a bitch, I'm in. Yeah, I got that. And you notice right here, too, they have these little markers right here on this little fallen branch right here. Kind of curious. That's where my eyes went. I went like, oh, yeah, there's Zach. Yeah, what the hell is that? What's going on? They got little markers right there. So visual effects, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll see. It's Rebel Moon, baby. And then check this out. I guess is this miseryart.com. Look at what he made right here. He tried to make a Matt Reeves version of Mr. Freeze, which is just gorgeous. Look at that. I mean, Matt Reeves has expressed that he would like to do a Mr. Freeze villain for the Batman 2. He can ground it. I think he could do it. It'd be pretty interesting, but really cool poster right there. And then, hey, who wants to go in on this, huh? Come on, guys. Start sending over some super chats and whatever, you know, do whatever. Let's pitch in. Warner Brothers is selling the 1989 Batmobile for $1.5 million. All right, guys? So somebody start first, and we'll see if we can make it by the end of today's stream. I think we can make, we can raise $1.5 million, or, you know, we can raise like some of it. I'll fork over, you know, at least $20. There you go. I mean, you guys want me to have the Batmobile? I mean, we could do it. I'll give you guys individual rides. I'll drive over to your houses, pick you up, and we'll go for a ride. I'll be like your Batmobile Uber if you want that to be the case. Just saying, you know, let's pitch in right here. But yes, apparently Warner Brothers, you know, trying to get as much money as possible, right? They're just trying to like, hey, let's get some money here. Let's get some money. We need some money. But Warner Brothers is selling the 1989 Batmobile for $1.5 million. And it says the official Warner Brothers prop from Tim Burton's Batman, of course, for the two ones, is now being sold by Classic Auto Mall. The vehicle was designed, of course, by conceptual illustrator Julian Caldow, and built by John Evans special effects team at Pinewood Studios. So, hey, let's get it rolling. Who wants to start? Anybody? Anyone? Anyways, okay. And then look what's happening over at China. They got a red sky over at China. Somebody took Batman very seriously over here, huh? This is pretty creepy. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this video right here. The sky just turned red. I don't know if that's an indication on how, like, the leadership is over there, or it's somebody just playing a cruel joke, or maybe it's Joss Whedon playing a good joke, right? Remember the end of 2017 Justice League? That's creepy. I know there's, like, a scientific explanation of this, but, man, I mean, if you were to walk outside to a red sky like that, I think we'd all kind of freak out. Am I right? Creepy. And then layoffs. What do I keep saying, guys? All of them, all the companies, all the studios. Layoffs. AMC Chairman Charles Dolan, whatever, warned of layoffs at the media company in a staff memo to employees as newly installed CEO Christina Spade steps down after a tenure of only 3 months. Wow. So like I said, all the studios, the layoffs everywhere, man. They're trying to find that money. Yeah. And then right here, guys, apparently Shazam! Fury of the Gods has a rumored runtime of 2 hours and 10 minutes. I don't know, like, again, the direct, they follow a lot of this stuff, so they're saying that possibly it's going to be 2 hours and 10 minutes. Sounds like a good time for, Shazam. And then, hey, from December 2nd to December 15th, Top Gun Maverick will be re-released in theaters. That's right. Right before Avatar: The Way of the Water comes out. I mean, that's what everybody's going to be looking at when it comes to box office. What's Avatar 2 going to do? Because obviously it made $2 billion, the first one. What's going to happen when it comes to the sequel? And, of course, we have Top Gun Maverick, which, of course, is in the $1 billion range. I think they want to get it to, $1.5 billion maybe? But, yeah, they're going to be putting it back out. And it's going to be interesting to see how many people go back out and watch this damn movie. I might. I've only seen it once. Speaking of numbers, Wednesday has set a Netflix record for the most hours viewed in a week for an English language TV series with 341.23 million hours. I've only watched the first 2 episodes. I still gotta, maybe this weekend or something, I can really dive into it because I'm really enjoying the series. Jenna Ortega is a beast, which is great. There it is right there. You son of a bitch, I'm in. That's right. And then it was Chadwick Boseman's birthday yesterday. He would have been 46. May he rest in peace. Prince, King, whatever you want to call him. Yeah. Gone too soon. 46 years old he would have been, for sure. This is my little toy right here. That's what I'm looking at right here. This is what when I operate things now. I got my little toy, and it's on, it's there's a little bit of percentage off on Amazon, so anybody streaming, do it. That's right. We got Donkey Kong. Of course, there was all the official posters that came out for the Super Mario Brothers movie. And yeah, Seth Rogen, of course, he's voicing Donkey Kong, which should be interesting. That's going to be interesting. I'm going to get you, Mario. And we got Mario right here. We got Luigi. I totally forgot who's voicing Luigi. I know that Jack Black is voicing Koopa, King Koopa. Bowser, whatever you want to call him. Yeah, I forgot who does the Luigi voice. Somebody tell me. And yeah, what happened? I thought every week we were going to have a new social media app that everybody's going to flock to because of evil Elon Musk. What happened? It didn't happen this week? What's going on with Mastodon, whatever you want to call it? Charlie Day, that's who does it? There you go. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, I know. And Hive, is anybody having success over there? Who knows? Probably not. Everybody's staying on Twitter Everybody's just being too emotional when it comes to this stuff. My God. And then speaking of Jenna Ortega on Wednesday, she was a prophet. I'm not even sure what little show this was on, but this is when she was young. Look what she said right here.
This is what happens when there are 7 kids and you're stuck in the middle. If my family was a week, I would be Wednesday.
Dun, dun, dun. Prophet. She's a prophet. And then, my God, like what Scott said right here, I want to hug this man. He won for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Short round.
This is incredible. This time last year,
This is great.
all I was hoping for was just a job. And just when I think that it can't get any better, it does. What an incredible honor. Thank you so much to Gotham. Thank you
I just want to hug him.
everyone at A24 who helped us make this movie and market this movie.
So good.
Thank you, Leyline Entertainment, Tim and Teresa.
Remember, he quit
Thank you so
acting.
much to Agbo, Joe and Anthony Russo. There is no Wayman without Evelyn. So thank you so much to Michelle Yeoh for sharing this wonderful journey with me. Thank you to Jamie Lee Curtis for helping me find my confidence when I needed it the most. And of course, thank you to the entire cast and crew. I feel so lucky to be part of this family.
Seriously.
Oftentimes, it is in independent films where actors who otherwise wouldn't get a chance find their opportunities. I was that actor. Three wonderfully weird but insanely talented guys came along with this little movie, and they said
They nailed it.
the 3 words that every actor so eagerly awaits to hear. We want you. We want you. We want you. And for the very first time in a very, very long time, I was given a second chance. And for that, I owe them everything. I'm shouting out a huge thank you to Dan Kwan, Daniel Scheinert, and our producer, Jonathan Wong. If it weren't for you, I would not be here today. And lastly, thank you so much to everyone who saw our movie once, twice, 3 times. The most I've heard is 16 times.
Wow.
Your support means everything to me. Thank you so much.
Wow. He's so great, isn't he? My God. Just want to hug that guy. Give him a kiss. On the cheek. Remember, he quit acting. I mean, remember, when he was a kid, he was, Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom. And he was also in, of course, the Goonies and everything. So, I mean, and then he just, kind of walked away, did some stunt work stuff, and then he's back in this movie, and it's great. So, congratulations to all of them, to that movie. I need to watch it again, too. That's another one I need to watch again. So, really great. And then, for some reason, there's people making a big stink about this shit right here. Somebody was saying, like, absolutely the worst thing comic book movie humor ever created was this trope where, I always hated the let me say what I just did out loud audience cliche. And then David F. Sandberg just shoots it down because, it's David F. Sandberg. So he's like, hey, guess what? FY, that line is not in the movie. It's just in the trailer. It was for the trailer. So fuck off, everybody. Fuck off. Seriously. And then, may he rest in peace. Yesterday was Kevin Conroy's birthday. That's right. And, of course, gone too soon as well. But, yesterday was his birthday. So he would have been, 68, I think? Yeah, so happy birthday to, of course, Kevin Conroy. We got Avatar right here. James Cameron already has plans for Avatar 6 and 7. What the hell? I'm curious. Like, this is how. I mean, I guess he's been all about Avatar for like what, 2 decades now? It's crazy. It's crazy how much this guy has when it comes to storytelling of Avatar. The fact that Avatar 3 has wrapped filming, so they already have Avatar 3 wrapped, and they're currently in production of Avatar 4. And they completed the first Avatar, Avatar 2, and then of course they already have 5 ready to go too if they need to. And then of course he's already got 6 and 7 in mind. I'm like, what the hell? How much story can he tell with all these people? I mean, it's just crazy. Just crazy. Just absolutely crazy. So Drago, what happened? Yeah, let's see, what up? I'm officially a storyboard artist for an Australian film company. Look at you. Congratulations, Drago. All right. Good to hear that, sir. And then James Gunn, of course, teasing some more shit right here. He said, I want to share my full Spotify Wrapped, because that was like a new thing where Spotify kind of breaks down what kind of music you listen to the most. So people were posting this like crazy in the last couple of days. But it has 2 songs in the top 5 from my next secret DC project. But here's what I could share. So anybody wants to put a little jeweler's loop or a magnifying glass up to these screenshots, your guess is as good as mine. Anybody have any guesses on what James Gunn? Is there anything that indicates anything DC in these 3 screenshots? Who knows? Frickin' James Gunn, you're giving us blue balls. You're giving us blue balls. And then Rico Jr. right here, he made this awesome poster for Jason David Frank right here for the Green Ranger. Really awesome. This guy does really great work. Follow this guy. He does excellent work. Winter is coming. Yes, last day of Rebel Moon. Awesome stuff. Did you guys watch the trailer for Cocaine Bear? That's right. Cocaine Bear. It's got Ray Liotta. I mean, yeah, I think it might be his last film, but yeah, it's a film that follows a bear who ingests 40 containers of cocaine and goes on a coke-filled rampage. That's right. I will be there opening night. Why not? Man, some of these movies. It's going to be interesting. We already talked about that. But, yeah, Cocaine. Cocaine Dave. Nah. And then look at this. Ang Lee is set to direct a new Bruce Lee film, which stars the director's son, Mason Lee. Wow. Mason Lee, he looks familiar. He's been in some things. But, it's about time that I remember there was a 90s Bruce Lee movie called, Enter the Dragon, I think it was called Enter the Dragon, that they did a Bruce Lee movie, but it's time for another Bruce Lee movie, and apparently Ang Lee's going to be doing it, and his son is going to be playing Bruce Lee. So that's going to be interesting, So I don't know when this is going to start, but I'm excited for this. Ang Lee is very visual director, good director. Looking forward to it. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, Ang Lee's son playing Bruce Lee right there. I like it. It was just Dragon. No, it wasn't. It was called Enter the Dragon, Ben. I'm just saying. Wrong! I don't think it was it was called the Bruce Lee story. Or was it called Maybe you're right. Dragon, the Bruce Lee story? Or Enter the Dragon? I don't know. Maybe you're right. Could be. Anyways, I don't like to admit that Ben was right. Anyways, so we got all that, and then we'll talk about that. Posted some stuff right there from Amazon. We got the 4 nerds right here, and we got the 4 nerds. That's going to be on the 4 nerds, of course, on Christmas Day. Something cool to think about. I bet Cyborg used boom tubes and blah, blah, blah. So Mr. Nicotina right there posted this image. Pretty cool little image right there. Right there from Project Justice League. And then more layoffs. Again, I keep on saying it. I'm just going to keep on saying it. But names of programming executives impacted by today's layoffs across Paramount Global's CBS studios and Paramount TV studios are starting to emerge. As expected, all of them are on the Paramount TV studio side. So yeah, more layoffs now with Paramount. So just crazy stuff. Sam Jackson responds to Quentin Tarantino. He, of course, it was last week? was it last week or the week before, whatever? I think it was last week, where Quentin Tarantino was talking about the Marvelization of Hollywood, and basically saying that you don't have movie stars anymore. You have the characters, like people who want to go see a Marvel movie, for the story, see it for Captain America. Not for Chris Evans, but for Captain America. Not for Chris Hemsworth, for Thor. Not for Robert Downey Jr., for Iron Man. And, of course, Samuel L. Jackson, when he went on The View, I guess, he says that he's wrong about MCU actors not being movie stars. It takes an actor to be those particular characters. Chadwick Boseman is Black Panther. You can't refute that, and he's a movie star. I think this is kind of makes you wonder. It's like, does this mean that Sam Jackson is not going to be in Quentin Tarantino's 8-part miniseries that he wrote? Is there going to be a little bit of a tension right there now? Because, I did agree with Quentin Tarantino. And to be honest, when I went and saw Black Panther, I didn't go see it because I'm a Chadwick Boseman fan. I think he was a talented actor, sure, but I went to go see Black Panther. So, sorry, Sam, I don't really agree with this. And, because when I went and saw Black Panther, it just wasn't for that reason. And usually when I go to these movies, I don't go because of the actor. This happens with DC too. I don't think I said this when I was talking about the whole Quentin Tarantino thing, but no matter what actor plays Batman, it does not matter who plays Batman. The character transcends the fucking actor. Same would probably go for Superman as well. But, but then at the same time, people are always like, Christopher Reeve. They're always saying that stuff. And then nowadays, everybody's like, Henry Cavill. So it's a little bit different. But when it comes to like Batman, maybe because he's mostly covered, and that's why anytime, one of the things when it comes to Batman transcending whatever actor is portraying him is, no matter what, you're not gonna, like I always said this, when it comes to Marvel posters, look at Marvel posters, and Marvel try to do the best to be like, hey, this is the actor that's playing the character, because anybody who had a mask always was not masked on the poster. You never saw Robert Downey Jr. just full on Iron Man. It was always just, he always had to have the helmet off. Chris Evans, Captain America didn't have his helmet on mostly. Same with Tom Holland. They always had their masks off. But when it comes to Batman, you never take the mask off. That's right. The character transcends the actor. Anyways, Flash Film News says you're not ready for Supergirl, and they posted this right here. Interesting. So a little bit of fan art talking about Supergirl. Well, we got CCXP happening, and of course the Flash is going to be present there. I wonder if we're going to get any images or anything like that. Any kind of anything, costume, whatever, shots or whatever. I think they should release an image. Well, we'll talk about that. Let's see. We don't need to talk about that. We got this right here too. Going back to Black Adam. Remember Black Adam, guys? You can watch it at home now. We talked about this at one point when it came to an early cut of Black Adam was rated R. And in order to prevent Black Adam from being rated R, Warner Brothers needed to censor parts of a shot where a mercenary's dismembered arm had a comedic finger twitch. It was perfectly timed. So yeah, this part right here, if you guys remember. Yes, a decapitated arm. Of course, there's not a lot of blood. But yeah, they were talking about this. The direct showed this. Yeah, speaking to Digital Domain Visual Effects Supervisor Nikos, not even going to attempt to say his last name. He said that had a prosthetic arm. They had a prosthetic arm on set. They must have dropped it 20 or 30 times, and it just always looked like a dummy arm. And so we decided, you know what? We could fix this. We already had the Merc asset. It wasn't a big deal to just tear an arm off and just line it up where he was connected to the shoulder, and add some tasteful gore to it. And then that way, when it dropped on the ground, we had complete control over it and didn't look like a piece of rubber hitting the ground. Just to put it in context, Black Adam is killing all the mercenaries. He grabs one of these mercenaries and then, of course, talks about that and blah, 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 finger twitch and whatnot. But you know what's funny, too, is I actually saw like a little video yesterday of some guys talking about Black Adam and how disjointed it was. And they made a lot of sense, too, because they did bring up the fact that, yeah, at one point it was going to be rated R, but of course they had to get it back down to a PG-13, which I think hurt the movie. And then at the same time, it's like, oh yeah, so we got Black Adam. He's killing a bunch of people, right? But he's killing all the bad people, you know? There's something different about if you're going to be a true villain status, you're just killing whoever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You're just killing because they're in your way. But Black Adam mainly, he's just killing people that are bad, that we know are bad. They establish that it's bad. And I think that's why Black Adam's a little disjointed too, because of course you have the kid, the kid who of course is teaching him how to do it. He needs a catchphrase and all that stuff. So they're trying to appeal to that. But then they're trying to be like, oh yeah, but there's like, he kills people. Look at him. He's just, knocking them out left and right. I'm like, yeah, but they're bad guys. They're part of the organization that's holding up this town right here. So, but anyway, so there you go. They had to censor that. Finger twitch, all doing that stuff. Make it PG-13. Let's see that R-rated cut. Can we see that R-rated cut? I'm just saying. Let's see that R-rated cut. I think I'd be happy with seeing that, right? I think we all would. So, anyways, guys, all right. Let's talk about James Gunn, and let's talk about, of course, CCXP, which is, of course, the Comic-Con experience in Brazil that's going to be starting tomorrow. But, of course, images have already come out. And, looks like we got a little bit of a super chat right here. What's going on? We got Tony Movie D9 Blomkamp fan. I'm personally someone that loves both voice actors and voice actor celebrities, and I honestly don't mind when the cast both side in some of these animated movies. At the end of the day, it's business. True, but they should really just kind of, I just think that I honestly think they should give more to the voice acting community because they're better. I mean, one of the things that I thought hurt DC Super Pets was the fact that Dwayne Johnson was voicing Crypto. It would have been better if it was somebody else. And he got $22 million for that movie. That's ridiculous. And the movie ended up flopping. So it's like everybody who worked on that movie is just like, oh, okay. So it just came and went. Now it's whatever. So that's just the way I kind of look at it. I don't know. Whatever. So anyways, all right. So let's talk about James Gunn, of course. And let's see. All right. So then we got James Gunn right here where he, of course, teased this, though obviously the image that, of course, is right behind me. But, of course, he teased this image right here, which naturally got us all doing that, like, oh, what's going on here? So, and obviously it's the Kingdom Come image, the classic image, of course, Superman right there. Older Superman, and of course that classic Superman S, the Kingdom Come S right there, and it's got everybody behind him, and then the reflection of the table is, the conflict that's basically happening. Of course, you got Shazam right there, which, this is not the first time that James Gunn has teased Kingdom Come. I mean, apparently when it came to, I think when he went to Mastodon or Hive or whatever freaking Twitter, whatever the hell, other social media app that people were flocking to, he basically did that. So it's not the first time he's teasing it, but he did this time. He was just like, say he was planning. So you could take this any number of ways. You could take it as James Gunn is showing us, hey, guess what, guys? He's teasing that we're going to lead up to a Kingdom Come movie. Or we could look at it as he just found a good image to use from the DC library of him like making plans. Because I mean, essentially he's saying that, they're sitting around a table and just kind of looking at things. So you can look at it at that, but we're all hoping that eventually something could lead to a Kingdom Come movie, obviously. And I actually had an idea for this a while ago. I remember talking about this not many times, but I remember talking about it before, where I was essentially going like, hey, do a Kingdom Come movie, but use the current actors. Use Cavill. Put the gray streaks in his hair right there. Use Affleck. Age him up a little bit. You could do the story, or at least parts of the story. I don't know if they're going to do a direct adaptation, but they can actually have parts of the story. Maybe it'll eventually lead there if they're going to do like so many different things where they can actually get to the point where they could do this movie. It would be pretty sweet. Would be pretty damn sweet. So, yeah. So there's all that. Your guess is as good as mine. Do you guys think he's actually teasing like this is the second time? Do you think he's actually going, hey, we're going to lead to a Kingdom Come movie? Is this what's going to happen? Do you guys actually think that? What are we thinking out there, huh? Give Henry a mustache. How dare you? How dare you, sir? No. I know, but the joke obviously is there. But yeah, it's up to you to say yes. So what are we thinking? Put Harley back in hot pants in future films? I think we'd all kind of agree with that. Hoping, but I won't hold my breath. Yeah, exactly. Celtics won. Well, that's cool. Just looking. I'm also a big fan of Justice. Don't say that. No. There will be a Kingdom Come in the future. Okay, well, hopefully there will be. So, I mean, it would be pretty great. Trinity or Kingdom Come, even both. Well, I ain't Jason. I'm right there with that. So, the fact that I've always wanted to. I was like, do a World's Finest movie at least. But then again, you have Gal Gadot right there. So, hey, why not do a Trinity movie as well? So, I mean, who knows what they're going to be making, what they're going to be doing right here? Who knows? Who knows when it comes to all this stuff? But one of the things that they were, sorry, I'm scrolling through, I tried typing in CCXP on Twitter right here, and just kind of looking at some of the stuff that they're posting right here. Got to be careful. Make sure, we don't want to have what happened when I typed in Spider-Man that one time. It's not really a bunch of stuff yet, but the one of the biggest things though that people were posting was this right here. Was basically, hey, look at that, we got Cavill, but obviously when they're displaying right here, they got everybody. They even got Pattinson, but they got Wonder Woman 84. I mean, I know that's not everybody's favorite movie. I get it. Aquaman, and then of course they have Cavill, which of course is they're showing Justice League right there. But it's just the fact that, hey, guess what? We're seeing Cavill there again. So I don't know exactly what's going to be shown there, but the fact of the matter is, I just love the fact that they're showing Cavill Superman right there, which is great, and a good version too. It's it's an actual legit, like, hey, his face is pretty. It's all there. But yeah, there's a lot of things talking about, of course, while attending CCXP. Bruna talked about Blue Beetle there, and while revealing the release date of the film, she joked that August 18th is a national holiday. I don't care. So she's actually been talking about like reading comics and all that stuff. We even have the Barbie car is there. Look at that. The Barbie car is there when it comes to CCXP. We also got some Guardians of the Galaxy also on display right there, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, just kind of doing all that. People posting stuff, which is great. Disney, of course, Pixar's there, everything's there. We're going to get more tomorrow. This is just like a small introduction, but of course they have the Flash there. They got Aquaman there. They got everything there. Look at that. We even got Shazam right there. That's what they're displaying. There's the Flash display right there, so that's pretty cool. I like it. So there you go. Pretty good stuff. It's interesting. I know, the Barbie car, right? So that's good. So there you go. That's what we got right there. More to come, of course, this weekend. We'll be talking about it. If anything cool comes out, of course, I'll be doing a video. But, obviously right now, I just, there's nothing that's really, I don't know if there's going to be actual footage or whatever the hell. Who knows what's going to be happening when it comes to that. So we'll see. But let's talk about, hey, did you guys see the new Flash logo? Obviously the Flash logo, they just showed it off right here. Here's the new Flash logo, which, they just kind of changed the colors a little bit. I like it. I like it a lot. I like the background. I like the background, how it's like a gradient, little blue, purple, red kind of thing. And the font is red. And then, of course, it has the kind of like the lighting up on the outside, shiny in the middle. It's not just one color. It's like reflecting the colors around it. I think it looks pretty damn spiffy. What do you guys think? I think it looks really cool. When I saw this, I went, oh, okay, good. Yeah, update the logo. I think it looks great. You like the first one? Okay. Finally quality? Okay. So, yeah, it's a sexy new logo, right? Yeah, it's good. Blue and red for Superman. Ooh, there you go. Thinking about that. I like it, but give us a damn trailer. I know. I would hope that there would be a trailer that'd be coming out soon, too, but I don't think that's actually going to happen anytime soon. Maybe they'll sneak something in there. I don't know. Is it me or does the A look different? Did they adjust the A? The A looks, or is that the same? I don't know. I can't remember what the previous one looked like, but I think that looks pretty damn cool. I just like how they added a little bit more color to it because it was just red and of course yellow with the lightning and whatever. So I thought that was pretty sweet. So Reverse Flash, can't wait. That's what, yeah. If they announce the Ayer cut, it would be, I would literally scream. I don't think they're going to announce the Ayer cut at CCXP. That probably, if anything happens with that won't be till like next year. So, but we'll see what happens. But yep, there you go. Darker metallic gold. Yes, there's that too. I think, yeah, it looks pretty damn sweet. So I like it. I think it's an improvement. They keep on improving it. I think this is like the third version of the logo. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly. I think it's the third version. But yeah, I dig it. I dig it. Now we got Warner Brothers Animation. Okay, so Warner Brothers Animation. I don't know if you guys saw this article that came out. This come out today? Yeah, it came out today, but a lot of people were talking about it, I think, yesterday too. But if you guys didn't see this, but check this out. This is just part of what's happening over at Warner Brothers and how they're trying to get that cash flow problem fixed. So you got Warner Brothers Television Studios closing to striking animation deal with Amazon for DC branded content. Now, I mean, this is not the first time they're going to be like, trying to get other people, other companies out there, other studios to help get content out there. And of course, they get a chunk of it because let's face it, when it comes to HBO Max, it's not exactly paying the bills as much as they would hope it would. But it says Warner Brothers Television Studios. Warner Brothers Television Studios is in the process of closing a major animation deal with Amazon for DC branded content, according to Channing Duggie. Dudgy? Teased the news at Content London, stating that the studio is exploring animated IP on different platforms, including WBD-owned HBO Max. With animation, we used to be about staying in-house, but now we are doing it on different platforms. HBO Max is the first stop, but we are in the process of closing a deal with Amazon featuring DC-branded content in animation. Remember, I mean, Amazon has, of course... what's that animated superhero show? I'm totally drawing a blank. Boop. Just kind of went out of my brain. But yes, she echoed the view of Showtime President Entertainment talking about all that. There was a feeling for a while that if you're not spending $10 million an hour, then you're not doing your job. But it doesn't take that to make a great show, and doing things differently in the pandemic outscored that. Invincible. Thank you there, Draga. Yeah, I was like trying to remember. I was like, blah, blah, blah. It was right there. But yeah. So if there's obviously James Gunn has talked about that there's going to be, when it comes to the DCU, when it comes to that being expanding throughout animation, TV shows and whatnot, it's obviously it's going to have animation. And yes, they're going to be outsourcing and they're going to be giving it to somebody else. I mean, obviously Cape Crusader not showing up on HBO Max, most likely it'll be showing up on one of the other streaming services. Hope so. We haven't really heard anything about that. Makes me nervous because I'm really excited for Batman Caped Crusader. I mean, when we all saw it, I mean, again, jeez. I mean, we just, especially with Batman the Fanimated stream, which happens every Sunday or mostly every Sunday, we were very much looking forward to that. So when we saw that they were getting rid of that, we're just like, what the hell, man? Anyways, so hopefully that deal goes through and we can get more animation on the different platforms. So... all right. Now, finally, Ben Affleck. So we got Ben Affleck here. And, of course, we talked about how him and Matt Damon have a production studio that's going to be coming out. They're going to be coming out with some things. And Ben Affleck, basically, in this new Deadline article right here, he basically called out Netflix for, speaking of Netflix, for being an assembly line. What? Shots fired. Shots freaking fired. Where's that? I had the drop. Where's it at? I don't think I have it loaded on this screen right here. Anyways, whatever. Moving on. Ben Affleck calls Netflix an assembly line, says his and Matt Damon's new production company to blend quality and commercial fare. Ben Affleck says that his newly minted studio, Artists Equity, in partnership with Matt Damon, is going for films that are commercial but smart, that acknowledge popular taste, but that people remember 20 years later. He thinks and hopes his latest project, due out next year, fits the bill. Affleck directs, Damon stars in the true story behind the creation of the iconic Air Jordan brand, slated for release in 2023 in partnership with Amazon Studios, Skydance Sports, and Mandalay Pictures. Artist Equity anticipates releasing 3 projects next year, with plans to scale up a minimum of 5 per year in the future. And this is what Affleck said right here. He said, "I see no difference between commercial and quality." He was talking at a Q&A for New York Times, Dealbook Summit, blah, blah, blah. And then he says, quality takes time. If you asked Reed Hastings, I'm sure there's some risk in that, and I'm sure they had a great strategy, but I would have to say, how are we going to make 50 great movies? How is that possible? There's no committee big enough. There aren't enough. You just can't do it. It's a thing that requires attention and dedication and work and resists the assembly line. Scott Stuber, hey, we know who Scott Stuber is a really talented, smart guy who I really like, but an impossible job. It's an impossible job, of course, over there. There's a bigger audience for action movies than there is for small dramas. I get that. Certain genres play more broadly, and you can't not be mindful of that. But let's do a good one. Let's surprise the audience. Let's make them care about it. So the first wave of streaming was about volume, Mr. Cardinal said. The second wave is about quality. So they're talking about all that. So interesting words, but I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, they're doing the same thing over at Disney too, but of course with bigger IP by just saying it's an assembly line. I mean, I keep on saying the Disney factory that's going on out there. It's definitely a big time a Disney factory, but yeah, I get what he's saying. But remember like what was in like the early 2000s? Didn't Ben Affleck, he predicted where it was all going, and he basically talked Netflix before Netflix was actually a thing. So he's a smart dude, and I'm curious to see where all this goes when it comes to artist equity. We know that they're gonna try to give more to the artists. They're trying to give more money to the artist, but I mean, of course, he's going to get a little change himself, but, him and Matt Damon, but that's what you do. That's part of business right there, but it's just like, man, shots fired. Yeah, interesting, but cool. I like it. I like that they're doing that. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. Now that we're done with the topics, let's talk about some questions. Let's see what we got over here. What you guys are asking over. Okay, only like a handful of questions. That's fine by me. All right, let's start off here. We got Eric Blake. Yo, Dave, didn't Hiram Garcia say he's long wanted to do Kingdom Come? I think there's probably been many people who have. Perhaps the whole idea of a schism of envious tension between Garcia and Gunn is a myth. I was saying it was like there was something between Gunn and Johnson. Looks like they're on the same page with that, at least. Well, we'll see. I just wonder why Johnson still hasn't acknowledged Gunn. That's all. I know I'm probably not the first, but I had to make this. Yeah, got John Travolta right there. Are you looking for a trailer? Is that what's happening, Tet? Looking for a trailer? Mr. Wooter, hey Dave, why you didn't do a stream yesterday? Are you okay? I love how it's like, you didn't do a stream. Are you okay? And it's like, yeah, there's not much to talk about. I could take a night off. I'm good. Don't worry. I'm fine, It's totally fine. It's great. I'm good. Did someone bully you? Yes, I got bullied to not do a stream. And do you think DC Kingdom Come movie can pass every Avengers movie? That'd be pretty sweet. That would be pretty sweet. Cooper Knox, forget the assembly line. I think there will be a collapse of streaming in the future due to an overabundance of streaming services. I think some of them are going to survive. I mean, they all need to kind of be there. It's interesting. So, and then Carrie, hey Dave, if Marvel doesn't lock down Ryan Coogler or Secret Wars or Black Panther 3 and Gunn sways him to make a film in the DCEU, What would you want him to make? I think he would be a great job with Cavill's Man of Steel 2. Otherwise, I would say JSA, Green Lantern, Jon Stewart, or a Cyborg film. I mean, to me, it seems like he probably would want to step away from that for a little bit, at least, for a bit. I mean, if he was going to do a DCU, I mean, yeah, it'd be sweet if he did a Cyborg film. That'd be pretty cool. Coogler Cyborg film. I don't know who else, like, I mean, I like your choices, but yeah, I'd have to, like, kind of think about that one. But I know, like, yeah, he's been rumored for, he's definitely been rumored for Secret Wars, which would be interesting. And, you know, I mean, he did a good job with Wakanda Forever. I mean, I know I had my reservations about it, but I mean, it was still overall it was a good film. It was enjoyable. It was good and enjoyable. So anyway, so there you go, guys. Static Shock. Yeah, there's that too. He could probably, you know, if he wanted to do like a more fresh character when it came to him, which I think he could do, you know, he's definitely a talented director. So yeah. Anyway, so okay, so pretty much wrapping up the week here. Yeah, I know it feels weird because I didn't have a show last night. I mean, that might be one of those things where, like, hey, if there's not enough to talk about, I'm just going to be like, no stream, you know? And if that's the case, that'll help me because I've been lacking, of course, on opening sketches, casual Batman, all this stuff. You know, I've been thinking about, and it's just hard to do with the day job and this. So if every now and again I don't have a show on Tuesday, guess what? I could dedicate it on trying to do some more things when it comes to sketches and other things to the channel, funny stuff, other videos. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, if that happens though, guys, I'm okay. Don't worry. I am okay. I mean, yes, I did have a lack of sleep on Monday night, so I was kind of just like going through the day like, you know, just kind of out of it. So I was like, yeah, it's good to not have a show. But other than that, you know, when it comes to CCXP, anything that comes about that is worth talking about, of course, I'll do a video. We got the Vodka stream. We'll talk about it on the Vodka stream too on Friday. Don't have a guest currently, but we'll see what happens. Maybe something can happen, but yeah, we'll see. It would just be nice if they actually could have some footage from The Flash. They probably will have Shazam footage, for sure. But I just would like to have footage from The Flash. Hey, maybe some Aquaman footage, too. I know they're doing some pretty good reshoots when it comes to that, but it would be pretty sweet to get some footage that is floating around CCXP, because when it comes to DC and CCXP, always been good. The fans in Brazil have always come out and supported and have always been there when it comes to those. I mean, obviously, when it came to Comic-Con in San Diego, let's face it, everybody was thinking Cavill was going to show up, and when he didn't, I don't think anybody remembered what happened during the DC panel. I don't think yeah. Because for some reason, they didn't do a Black Adam and Shazam crossover thing, even though they're arch enemies. It's just very strange. And I think that's probably one of the biggest mistakes that Dwayne Johnson, even though I understand when he said that he wanted to do a separate story when it came to Black Adam, Shazam, you can't cram it all into one. Totally get that. But then at the same time, it's like, all right, well, at least acknowledge Shazam, the first Shazam, acknowledged Black Adam. We saw a little brief scene, little hologram thing. And of course, there's an extended version you could see online. And it's like, well, can there be some talking about it in Black Adam or something when it comes to promotion? No. And I think that kind of hurt things a little bit. But I don't know. Obviously, Black Adam has a presence over at CCXP, but I think the main thing is going to be Shazam, The Flash, and maybe some Aquaman. I don't know if there's going to be any like Blue Beetle stuff there. That'd be pretty sweet. But yeah. We'll see, but it's just interesting stuff. There's still, of course, when it comes to Scoopsy Daisies out there, they've turned on James Gunn, which is ridiculous, because I guarantee you that if James Gunn was confirming some of those scoops, or, you know, kind of saying stuff like, or kind of alluding to the fact that they might be right, they would be singing a different tune. But the fact that he's shooting him down, and now they're just like, well, what are you talking about? We're like the best at covering all this shit. And it's like, yeah, I don't.
Bullshit!
No, that's not what's happening. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I've seen some clips, seen some things when it comes to all that, and it's surprising. It's really surprising when you hear that stuff, when you see it and hear it. and you're kind of going like, well, there's a reason why you're getting a lot of backlash. There really is. I don't get backlash because I don't try to do it. I just want to talk about this stuff, give my opinions on this stuff. Maybe look about doing something like that. I don't know. When it comes to this stuff, maybe look into just discussing it, giving your opinions, your insights more. I keep on saying that. You get into that scooper game, you're gonna, when people start calling the bullshit, especially the head of DC Studios, guess what? It's not a good look. It's just not a good look. It really isn't. It really isn't. But please, DC gods. Yeah, speaking of that, bitch please with Ben Everts. I'm sure I'll talk about that more. You doing a stream tonight, Ben? I don't even remember if you were doing a stream or not. But if you are, then head over. Or you do it on Thursdays now. That's right. You don't do it on Wednesdays. You do it on Thursdays. So, cool. But rock bottom to Gunn and Dwayne going to the people's elbow. So, all right. Should have had an awesome hoodie on. Scooping is dead. I know. Let's hope Scooping is dead because it gets ridiculous. It really does get ridiculous. So, Ben, stop tweeting it. Yeah, Ben, yeah, he does. He wants to be best friends with James Gunn. He does. I get it. I totally get it. It's fine. But but we have to appreciate the fact that there is somebody that's doing stuff and keeping up the hype. Because anytime that James Gunn posts a DC image, yeah, if it posts a DC image, guess what? We're all gonna get excited about it because obviously he might be alluding to what he's working on, and Kingdom Come might be one of those things. I mean, I guess we'll find out. Who knows? But we'll see. I turned off my microphone. Anyways. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up. And make sure you guys smash that like, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Like I said, we'll be doing a members-only stream after this. So if you want to join that, become a member, and you can pick my brain a little bit. Make sure you smash the like, thumbs up. Share it, do all that stuff. Follow me and all this stuff. I try to post stuff on Patreon, trying to do all that stuff, whatever. So please subscribe, everything, all that. And everybody, I'll see you guys. We'll see you members in a little bit. And everybody else, I'll see you guys on Friday on the Vodka stream. All right? Talk to you later.